Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Angela. In today's video, I will be sharing with you guys my luxury wish list. So let's just get comfortable, grab yourself a snack, a drink, and let's jump right into the video. We're jumping right in. I have my list in front of me. Now, in the beginning of the year, I made a no buy list video, but in that video, I said how I did not want to buy any new luxury bags this year, but I really want to dive into vintage luxury. My entire Pinterest is full of vintage luxury bags, and of course, the very first thing that's on my wish list is a Chanel classic flap. Now, talking a little bit about Chanel, I think we all agree that the price increases have been completely insane, and I would never invest in new Chanel. I don't think it's worth it. The quality isn't really there, and when you look at old Chanel and vintage Chanel, that is where the gold is. Quite literally, because before 2008, they made all their Chanel classic flaps with 24 karat gold plated hardware. So it is very good quality. I also prefer the look of a brighter gold. That is just my personal preference, but I know that a lot of you guys also really enjoy the champagne gold hardware, but it's not really for me. I love the super warm and yellow gold. I think it looks super luxurious, and I am very specific about how I want this bag because I want it to be a medium size. I want it to be in black, and I want it to be with gold hardware. I think this is the most classic combination. It has been one of my dream bags for the longest time. I want it to be in good condition, and I also want it to be a good deal. So that's why until now I haven't really found the perfect one for me, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this year will be the year that I will have my vintage Chanel classic flap. Another vintage bag that I would love to add to my collection is the Chanel Diana flap. For me, it's like head to head with the classic flap. I know, the classic flap is untouchable, but I just love the Diana flap. I love how elegant and chic it is, and she is not that mainstream because I do feel like the classic flap is a little bit overdone. The bag is named after the late Princess Diana. This was her favorite Chanel bag. I would love the Diana flap in a caramel color with, of course, gold hardware. Again, if it's vintage, it is going to be 24 karat gold plating. They did reissue the Chanel Diana flap back in 2015, but it's not the same. I don't really like it. I really love the vintage one, and I would love to have one in my collection. Now, the final vintage bag on my wish list for this year is another bag that is named after the late Princess Diana, and it is a Lady Dior in the medium size. Now, I love the Lady Dior. It's also one of my dream bags for the longest time, but I couldn't really justify the price increases either. I do not necessarily want a brand new from the boutique because, again, I am a gold girly and I love a warm, deep gold, and the new gold on the Lady Dior's are like the light gold, champagne gold hardware, which is just not my cup of tea. So I definitely want a black vintage Lady Dior in the medium size with gold hardware. This is another one of those classic combinations. I just get so excited thinking about it. It is such a stunning bag. This is also the bag that Princess Diana had herself. And for me, the medium size is, I think, the perfect size because I'm around 5'6" and I'm a little curvier. So I do feel like the medium would look best on me. I do really love the smaller sizes, but I really want my vintage bags to be like everyday bags. I have tried it on before and I feel like it looks perfect on my frame. I really want a vintage one. It is like, I think #1 on my wish list. So I'm really hoping that I will score one this year. Now, even though the bags that I would purchase myself this year, I all want to be vintage, I do have some brand new bags on my wish list. The first one on my list is a Dior bag, and this is the Saddle bag. Now, I know that even the Saddle bag, I can get vintage, but I do want one bag from the boutique from Dior, and the Lady Dior and the Saddle are the only 2 Dior bags that I want from the brand. And another reason for this is because I also want it in a very specific colorway. I want the caramel tan golden one with gold hardware, and this is the color that I want for my Dior Saddle. I think because of the shape, because it's so unique, I want it in the tan, because when I think about like a horse saddle, I think of a brown tan color. I also love that the new Dior saddles come with a strap, so if I would ever want to wear a crossbody, I can definitely do that. Now, the Dior saddle is iconic, you guys. This is such a love it or hate it bag, and I am absolutely in love, obsessed. This is one of my favorite bags from Dior. The next bag on my wish list is from Bottega Veneta, and it is the Jodie in the small size, in the color fondant specifically. So I've been struggling for the longest time what color and what size of the Jodie to get, because they're honestly all so beautiful. I love the mini Jodie and I love the teen size, but then I do want a bigger bag. I think it also has to do with me prepping to get pregnant and wanting to get pregnant this year and wanting to have a baby. So I'm just thinking ahead, like in the future, if I become a mom, I'm definitely gonna need a bigger bag. I cannot do the micro bags anymore, and that's why I think that the best size for me would be the Bottega Jodie in the small size. It is big enough, but it doesn't look huge, and it does fit a lot more than the teen size. And the teen size is a little bit more of a crook of your arm kind of bag. It's not really a shoulder bag, not comfortably at least. Also, the color fondant is my favorite color. It's a very deep, rich, dark brown, and it has gold hardware, and I hope to add it to my collection this year. Now, the last bag on my wish list is the Gucci Jackie 1961 specifically, because I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Gucci has redesigned the Jackie, and I'm so sorry, it really is ruined. They made the little like clasp thing like a regular like hook thing. Like, I will show some pictures, and it is just really sad that they did this. They totally, completely, in my opinion, destroyed the Jackie, and what made it so unique, like the opening of it, they completely destroyed it. Now, I have always loved the Jackie, but I do feel like because they're changing it now, I would love to just add the original Jackie 1961 to my collection, and I really want the Jackie one because it doesn't have any logos. It's very low-key, but it's so classy and elegant. I would love one in the white color. I'm really debating between black, because it's a classic, or white, but I do feel like I have a lot of black bags and I don't have any white bags, and I really love the white Jackie because it's a little bit more of a cream white, and with the bright yellow hardware, it is just so stunning. So I definitely want to get this before they completely discontinue it, and yeah, I would never do the new Jackie ever. Now, there is only one shoe on my wish list for this year, and it is a pair of ballerinas from Chanel. The Chanel ballerina pumps, they are so cute. I do want the flat ones. Well, I'm actually still debating if I want the flat ones, like the regular ballerinas, or if I should have the slingback one. I'm still thinking about it, but I would love to add a pair because I have been really enjoying slimmer profile shoes. I think because I've been wearing a lot of like wide leg oversized bottoms, I do feel like they pair beautifully with slimmer shoes. That's why I always wear my Sambas now, and I do love a good ballerina. I think I just want to go super classic, and I want to go with the Chanel one. I love the duotone, like the beige one with the black cap toe. I just think it's such a classic. It's so cute. It's leather because that's really important. I definitely want a leather ballerina, and I think this is just really gonna blend in very nicely with my current wardrobe. Moving on to jewelry, there is a watch on my wish list that I cannot stop thinking about, and it's the Cartier Panthere. I really want one in the mini size. I have tried on the small and the medium, but they were too big on me. Well, the small isn't big, but I just didn't really like how it looks like some of the other watches that I have. And I really want a watch that is also a jewelry piece. So I think that the mini size is perfect. Now, I was originally thinking about the two-tone, but the two-tone unfortunately doesn't come in the mini size. The smallest size it comes in is the small. So right now I'm looking at the mini size in the steel colorway. So it's a little bit risky because, like I said, I am a golden girly, but I do want an everyday watch that isn't like too flashy. I would love a little bit more low-key that I can wear every day. And I'm also thinking the steel version because next on my wish list is a tennis bracelet. And I would love a tennis bracelet in white gold. Now, even though all my jewelry is yellow gold, I want my tennis bracelet to be in white gold because I think that the white gold pairs perfectly with the diamonds, and it makes it a little bit more shiny. At the same time, it's also not over the top because yellow gold and diamonds, it's not really my cup of tea, and I think that would match perfectly with a steel watch. So this would be the ultimate pairing. Now, last but not least is a necklace from Van Cleef & Arpels, and it is the Alhambra, the sweet Alhambra in the mother of pearl in 18 karat yellow gold. Everything about it is so me. I love more like daintier pendant necklaces, so I'm not really a big fan of the vintage one. I would definitely want the sweet one, which is the smaller size, and I also love pearls. So the mother of pearl would be the perfect pendant for me. Now, I have been thinking about this for a long time as well, like what stone do I go with? I already knew that I wanted to go for 18 karat gold. I was looking at the solid gold one, but it doesn't come in the sweet size, at least not the 18 karat gold. And after thinking hard and long, I decided that I want the mother of pearl because I love pearls and I have a lot of pearl jewelry, so it is going to match perfectly with the rest of the jewelry that I already own. Just a disclaimer, I'm not saying that I will be buying all these things this year, but this is just my top 10 wish list for this year. And also, I would love to know what is on your luxury wish list. So comment down below and let's have a little chat. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!